U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins is back for his 5th year as Minnesota's starter, tied for the longest streak of stability the team has had at quarterback since, get this, Fran Tarkenton in the late 1970s. He's been excellent during that time, making a 2nd Pro Bowl last season after 4,200 yards and 33 touchdowns through the air. The Vikings, though, still hovering right around 500 at that 8-win mark, hoping to see him lead a talented roster back to the postseason.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is incomplete. Well played defensively. Nearly had the interception, but it's 2nd down. Now Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 55 yards. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is caught. Touchdown. Adam Thielen, 53 yards. And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Being chased out left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now out comes Minnesota. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for Minnesota. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Cousins gives way to Cook. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 11 yards for number 11.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that is no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw, Cousins. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the final act of the drive was the touchdown catch by Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Loose inside the 30. And the return will stop right around the 25. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. A second spin. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Throwing, Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yard. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
From the 40 now on second down. Mahomes. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Lets it fly for Thielen. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one.
Apologies to Coach, cut him short. We'll talk to him post-game. We got business to get down to. Third quarter action, ready to go.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
After almost signing with Kansas City last offseason, Juju Smith-Schuster actually left Pittsburgh for KC this year as a free agent. He'll be one of the top targets for KC's offense this year as he chases his second career 1,000-yard season. Always reliable, operating out of the slot. Look for him to catch plenty of balls, as we just saw there.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 74 yards.
And the Vikings are pouring it on. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
On the return is Osborne. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Adam Thielen and the rest of the Vikings offense, they get set for their next possession. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though?
Absolutely.
Who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Cousins to throw it. Lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings.
10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Vikings just continue to roll.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20. Guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Dalvin Tomlinson collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And that is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Next on the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Joseph now to kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
And again, it's Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes now to throw. Finding Edwards-Helaire once again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 4 yards remain for second down. Mahomes going to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On first down, Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That's caught left side by the tight end Gray. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now it's Mahomes again to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick them off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one.
He's got a man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Fields it right around the goal line. And now here comes Kansas City.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 2nd and 6.
Mahomes to throw once more.
On the slant, he's got Hardman.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. Caught, Kelsey, left side.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the 31, Mahomes, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but a fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely.